Dad with a review of the PowerStrike 48 by Arizona. First impressions, it's a pretty impressive toy bought for my 3-year-old, which may end up being more of my toy than his because it is so fun. It does hold a lot of ammunition, it's fast, it's pretty accurate, and it does a lot of damage to the target per se. Quick look from afar. It does have a couple modes that you can choose, either utilizing just the front or using the stock, which is easy to take off even for my 3-year-old. So a pretty full size dart gun. I would say the main purpose of use for this gun would be an all-out assault. Shoot as many of your friends or targets as possible, not worrying about being too silent, because this is what it sounds like. But other than that, it's a ton of fun.
Lower.
These are some of the things that I'm going to talk about today on the PowerStrike 48 by Arizona. Its use, a little bit about its construction, what age group I think this is best suited for, even though this was bought for my 3-year-old. Ease of use, ergonomics, its durability, safety, any benefits that it may have for your or my kid, any additional needs or expenses to keep this thing running, and what I think it's its perceived value. So again, as you can see and hear, that this is definitely not a sneak up and shoot your target without them knowing. However, you can be pretty sneaky if you turn it on and off at the right moment. This is the box that it comes in. And here's a close-up of the gun. Its construction is pretty much plastic for the most part. Darts are loaded through this avenue right here. It's a little loader, foam and a rubber. They are fairly soft. However, if you do take one to the eye or head, they definitely are noticeably going to make a little mark. But you can load them each little barrel holds 4 at a time. You can additionally open the front, and you can load them a little faster this way, or if you have to clear a jam, you have your rollers here that pick up the dart and spit it out. I have not had many jams so far. I've had this for about a month. It does take 4 AA batteries. That produces a pretty high speed shot. The grip is really adult size as well. To pump the gun, you pump around into it, it fires out. Although my 3-year-old can, as you'll see, maneuver this. Its weight is probably a little bit heavier for a 3-year-old, more suited for an additional year or two. As stated, for a 6-year-old would be perfect. Plastic removable button to take off the stock. Trigger is not functional, although it does feel right to put it there. All in all, I'll say the construction is pretty strong for being plastic. Age group, definitely 5, 6, 7 and up. Adults would also And teenager would also have fun utilizing this as well, as I do. Ease of use, fairly easy to use. My 3-year-old can maneuver it. He can open and close it. There's a little bit of a hard time loading it, because once you're out of bullets, you need to insert, 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 insert. You got a full one loaded, twist it, and go on to the next. So it can be a little confusing for someone that's a little bit younger. I traditionally load for him, let him shoot all 48 bullets all over the house, street, bushes, and trees, and then retrieve them and load for him. Before he was using something like this, it's just a little one-shot air zone product, which he can load and maneuver very easily for himself. But we wanted to step it up a little bit. Ergonomics, I think the ergonomics are great on this. My son can easily hold it like this, run through all 48 shots, no problem. With the stock on, as you can see, it fits an adult. This is definitely too big and long for him. It becomes too heavy. It's definitely suited for older kids and or teens. So for him, stock stays off, which is fine. I like using it with both the stock on and off. And again, I probably use this as much as he does. Let's see what else we got on our list here. We have ergonomics, durability. Durability, as I stated a little bit before, seems to be pretty good. It's very hard for me to fully elaborate on this because we have only had it for a month. But darts seem to be pretty durable as well. Let's take a quick look at some of these darts that you can use for this. Here's a couple types of darts. Let's do a zoom in here. Zooming in on the darts. This is what came with it. Nerf, little rubber flat tip. This does not stick onto anything. It bounces off whatever it hits. This type has a suction cup on it. It does seem to work fine with this gun. It does usually stick, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's a little bit lighter, softer of a dart. This seems to work fine. I had some extra ones of these, so lost a couple of these, replaced with this. Seems to be fine. So those are a couple options. Some say these may jam. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. Safety, I think for the most part it's relatively safe. If you were to shoot yourself at close range, I think you could hurt yourself pretty easily, say in the face, in the eye. So you definitely need to watch if anybody's shooting at close range. Maybe wear goggles or something like that if that's possible. These do come out pretty quick with a new battery. They do ricochet a little bit. Kind of give you a quick and this is a little bit older of a battery. When this batteries were brand new, it really did come ripping out. But all in all, I think it's relatively safe. Definitely need to take a little precaution on what's being shot and where it's being shot. Benefits to a kid. I like to include that because we're buying it. Is it just for fun? Is it for more than fun? I think it's mostly fun, and it does give your child a little bit of utilizing other sense of depth, whatever it takes to aim any type of, I guess, firearm-ish toy. So he gets to work on aim and posture, and there's definitely feedback on if he's hitting something or not. Especially with the 48 shots, he has the option of adjusting his shots, as you'll see in the video, that my son kind of correct his aiming, and you get to run around and chase your friends and whatnot. So, maybe there's some benefit. Additional needs for this gun, other than the 4 AA batteries, which seem to last pretty long. We're going on about a month on one set. We don't use it too much. You're definitely going to run out of darts at some point. I mean, we take our best practices on keeping our darts, but if you're out running around the grass and shooting your friends and taking off all over the place, you're definitely going to lose them. So there's going to be additional costs on darts, and again, this holds 48, so you can go through some darts pretty quick. Value, I think the value is great on this. Awesome, if I can say. It was under 20 bucks. I think it was 17 something. $20 bill. You have a pretty serious little assault dart gun that's really fun to play with. So I think it's a great value, fun, relatively safe, good construction. Again, 3-year-old like my son, it's a little bit on the bigger, heavier side for him, but when you get up maybe recommended 6, but anywhere a little bit older than him, I think it would be a fun thing to have. All right, well, there you go. PowerStrike 48 by Arizona. Check it out.